Servitors are a common tool across the Warhammer 40,000 universe, but did you ever wonder how they're made or what the factories are like that make them? In Flesh and Steel, we get a gruesome view into the production process of one of the Imperium's most ubiquitous tools. The cold smell hit like a brick, like a meat store where astringents can't hide the smell, notes of feces to go with the blood and decay. The sound was the worst, shouting, screaming, praying, weeping. Naked human beings standing in a line between high fences. Outside the fences, Adeptus Mechanicus menials stood guard with shock goads in hand. Every surface was easily cleanable. Large plastic flaps divided areas from each other. The people were passed through various scanning devices, most of them mounted in ugly, functional arches that let out constant chimes. Occasionally, one would let out an angry blare, and the indicator lumens would flash red. The rejected person was swallowed by a trapdoor beneath their feet. From these pits wafted a hideous stench and the grinding sounds of industrial mincers. One rejected man grabbed onto the lip and hung there, shouting a stream of defiant profanity. Guards lined the grating either side of him and shot him until he fell. The adepts wouldn't waste bullets on the likes of them. The trapdoor flipped up and the next terrified person was ushered on. Pneumatic gates separated the people from each other in the process, snapping open and shut with bone-crushing force. Violent metal arms snatched them up and spread-eagled them in the air, and a servitor shearer shaved them all over. At another station, they were subjected to high-pressure counterseptic wash whose chemical stink made one choke from even 100 feet away. Then more scanners and more rejects sent to the mincer. Machines forcibly dressed them in heavy, rubberized garments common to all monotask servitors. They were saggy, all one size, until another process force-shrunk them to fit their bodies where metal cuffs, sockets, and collars were bit into vulnerable flesh. Even the last few prayers gave way to screams of pain. They were ushered across a floor buzzing with power, making them scream with every step. It was a follicle inhibitor to stop them from growing hair. Lastly, the terrified men and women reached a final series of gates, whereupon a high-energy augur beam of immense potency passed over and through them. Dazed, they were manhandled into different queues, and then hustled from the room to their fates in the surgeries.